Call of Duty Zombies is one of my favorite things to play, and it's been that way for around 7 years. I started playing zombies during the Black Ops 1 days, but I wouldn't truly grind the game mode until Black Ops 3 came out. Unfortunately, many of the newer Call of Duty games have been subpar for zombies, and it seems like Activision is putting less and less resources into zombies every single year. I miss the amount of passion that was put into zombies, and the newer zombies games like Black Ops 4, Cold War, and Vanguard don't compete with the classic zombies games. In today's video, we're going to take a look at the tragic death of Call of Duty Zombies, explaining why the side game mode got so popular in the first place, why its popularity has fallen off a cliff in the last few years, and also how I think COD Zombies can be saved in a few different ways. Let's get straight into it. The first Call of Duty game to introduce zombies was World at War in 2008, and you had to complete the campaign in order to unlock zombies. Nocturne Totem was the first zombies map ever, and it was extremely bare compared to zombies nowadays. You had a few wall guns, doors, a mystery box, and of course, a lot of zombies chasing after you. The main goal was to achieve the highest round possible, and the game wouldn't end until the zombies killed you. This makes zombies very unique compared to the other game modes in Call of Duty like multiplayer and campaign, because both of those game modes have set ending times, while in zombies, you could play a 10-minute game or a 10-hour game. Nocturne Totem wouldn't be the only map to be released in World at War. There would be 3 other maps, including Verrückt, Shinonuma, and Der Riese. Each map introduced pivotal new features into zombies that we all know and love today. Verrückt was the first map to have perks and a power switch, Shinonuma was the first map to have hellhounds, and Der Riese was the first map to have a pack-a-punch machine, which opened up the game to higher rounds. World at War Zombies was the building block for the other games to succeed, and even though there were a ton of bugs and glitches in World at War, I think it still deserves praise for that time period. World at War Zombies is probably the scariest zombies mode, and many people love it for that reason. Zombies wasn't even a planned game mode to be released either. Some developers working for Treyarch created the mode as something for them to do in their spare time, but when the rest of the studio gave it a try, they knew it was something special and decided to release it into World at War, which was obviously the right choice looking back. Moving forward into 2010, Call of Duty Black Ops released, which is one of my personal favorite Call of Duty games. The zombies in Black Ops were fantastic, and BO1 brought a lot of new fans into the series. Kino der Toten was the on-disc map for Black Ops, and despite the map being overrated, you gotta give it credit for how popular it is and how iconic it is. If you ask a random person on the street what their favorite zombies map is, I'm willing to bet they would say Kino. The other maps in BO1 include 5, Ascension, Call of the Dead, Shangri-La, and Moon. Black Ops 1 Zombies is the first game that feels like modern zombies, with decent graphics, memorable maps, wonder weapons, and the first Easter egg. Wonder weapons played a major role in Black Ops Zombies, with the Thunder Gun, Wave Gun, and the Baby Gun being fan favorites. Black Ops Zombies offers a challenge, which is something that will be removed from the mode later on. The weapons had very little ammo, which made surviving the rounds much tougher. My favorite map in BO1 is Ascension, because I have a lot of memories on that map, and using the Thunder Gun is one of the most fun weapons to use. On the other hand, I really did not enjoy 5, mainly because the map was small, had a terrible wonder weapon in the Winter's Howl, and the teleporting system made it a chore to travel around the map. Along with the maps I already mentioned, the Resurrection DLC pack included remastered versions of all the World at War maps, so players could play the old maps with the new Black Ops 1 weapons and without the constant glitches of World at War Zombies. Overall, Black Ops 1 Zombies is great, and the Zombies community was growing at a very fast pace, and that would only accelerate heading into the next Zombies game. On November 12th, 2012, Call of Duty Black Ops 2 released, and it's considered one of the greatest COD games ever made. Black Ops 2 Zombies is known for having great balance, not making the game mode too challenging, but it's certainly not easy to reach high rounds. The maps in Black Ops 2 include Transit, Die Rise, Buried, Mob of the Dead, Origins, and Nuketown Zombies. Black Ops 2 is one of the most controversial in the series, mainly because it has some of the best maps ever made and also some of the worst maps ever made. Transit and Die Rise are absolutely despised by the Zombies community even a decade after their release. Transit was hyped up as the biggest Zombies map ever, and there was a lot of promotion behind it, but when the map actually launched, there were terrible map features like the fire, denizens, fog, and the jet gun. The map definitely bit off more than it could chew at the time, and it could have been much better if it was released on a next-gen console and wasn't limited to the PlayStation 3 and Xbox 360. Midway through Black Ops 2 Zombies though, a new creative director named Jason Blundell started working on Zombies, and his first 2 maps were Mob of the Dead and Origins. Origins is arguably the best Zombies map of all time, with an incredible Easter egg, great map layout, and 4 upgradable staffs, so there is no longer the problem of debating which player was getting the wonder weapon. The Origins Easter egg is still being beaten today, and it's probably the most replayable map in Zombies history. The second half of BO2 Zombies was much better than the first half. Treyarch took some major risks, some paid off, some didn't, but either way, Black Ops 2 Zombies is regarded as one of the best Zombies games. The content creation around Zombies was really growing at this time, with many YouTubers uploading tutorials, gameplay challenges, guides, and more. Some of my favorite Zombies YouTubers at this time were The Smith Plays, Mr. T Lexify, and Codename Pizza. The Zombies community was continuing to grow at this time, and the other Call of Duty developers started to take notice when Call of Duty Ghosts released their version of Zombies in 2013. This mode was called Extinction, and it really wasn't good, but it honestly didn't matter if non-Treyarch Zombies modes were failing, because it was always seen as bonus content, just something to hold over the community until the next Treyarch release. In 2014, Call of Duty Advanced Warfare released their version of zombies, and this wasn't received well either from the community, but I'm gonna focus mainly on Treyarch zombies because that's where the mode originated. On November 6, 2015, my favorite zombies game ever came out, that being Black Ops 3 Zombies. This was the first time Treyarch had access to the next generation consoles, and they certainly delivered with an amazing zombies mode. The on-disc map was Shadows of Evil, which is my favorite map of all time. Shadows of Evil is a very large map, but it never felt like anything was too far away. The Apothicon Servant was introduced in Shadows of Evil, which is without a doubt the best wonder weapon of all time. The other maps in BO3 include The Giant, Der Eisendrache, Zetsubo no Shima, Gorod Krovi, Revelations, and also Zombies Chronicles, which gave the player access to 8 remastered maps for only $20. Der Eisendrache is very similar to Origins, as both maps have 4 upgradable wonder weapons, are set in the snow, have the Wonder Fizz machine, and have iconic Easter eggs. Black Ops 2 may have had higher highs than Black Ops 3, but it also certainly had lower lows, which is why I think Black Ops 3 was the peak of zombies. Content creators on YouTube and Twitch were getting tremendous support, with a lot of the Easter egg tutorial videos getting millions of views. The thing that makes Black Ops 3 Zombies so special is that people are still playing the game consistently in 2022, including myself. The same thing can be said about the other Call of Duty Zombies games, but I think this is especially true for BO3 because the game has 14 different maps you can play. One of the best features in Black Ops 3 Zombies is Gobblegum, which are gumballs that give you special rewards in the game. Some people like to say that Gobblegums are overpowered, and some of them certainly are, but if you don't want to use them, you don't have to. Black Ops 3 Zombies also introduced Double Pack-a-Punch abilities, and they definitely made BO3 Zombies easier compared to other games, but I still think they are a positive because it gives players that don't have a wonder weapon something to kill with on the higher rounds of a co-op match. The worst map in Black Ops 3 is probably Zetsubo no Shima, which isn't even a bad map in my opinion. The setup is tedious, having to get the upgraded KT4, completing the challenges, turning on the power, but once you get past the setup process, the map is actually very enjoyable. All in all, Black Ops 3 Zombies is the game I look at when talking about the prime of zombies when the community was at its strongest. However, after Black Ops 3 Zombies, the expectations for the next games were sky high, and people were bound to be disappointed. On October 12th, 2018, Call of Duty Black Ops 4 came out, releasing with 4 zombies maps right away: Voyage of Despair, 9, Blood of the Dead, and Classified. Dropping 4 zombies maps at once was a terrible decision, and it split the community right away. One of the main problems with Black Ops 4 Zombies is that it innovated for the sake of innovation and tried to fix problems that weren't actually problems. The perk system didn't change much in the other Zombies games, with Juggernog, Quick Revive, Speed Cola, and Double Tap being the main 4 perks. In Black Ops 4 though, they completely changed the perk system, replacing Juggernog with an armor system and changing up every well-known perk in the game. This was just unnecessary, and I really disliked the perk system. The BO4 HUD was also extremely cluttered, and they could have removed several things to make it cleaner. The other maps in Black Ops 4 that I didn't mention are Dead of the Night, Ancient Evil, Alpha Omega, and Tag der Toten. There are a ridiculous amount of remasters in BO4, which made the game very boring and uninteresting. Blood of the Dead is a remaster of Mob of the Dead, Classified is a remaster of 5, Alpha Omega is a remaster of Nuketown Zombies, and Tag der Toten is a remaster of Call of the Dead. Now I like remasters, but when you do it way too much, it looks extremely lazy. Now I don't blame the Treyarch developers for doing this, because I'm pretty sure Activision cut a lot of the funding from Zombies in Black Ops 4 because they wanted to spend money on their new Battle Royale mode Blackout. BO4 does have some fantastic maps, including 9 and Ancient Evil. 9 is my favorite map on Black Ops 4 because of the simple yet effective layout and the super intriguing concept of each part of the map representing one of the 4 gods. Ancient Evil also brought back the concept of 4 separate wonder weapons, and pretty much every map that added this feature turned out great. Unfortunately though, the boring remasters and the terrible maps like Voyage of Despair and Dead of the Night hold it back from being a good Zombies game, along with the poor mechanics and glitches. BO4 did not live up to the high expectations placed on it, and it left a lot of fans disappointed. On November 13th, 2020, Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War came out, and the community is very split on how they viewed this game. I'm personally not a fan of Cold War Zombies, mainly because the maps are too basic, and it just seemed like Treyarch was playing it safe for every single map. Now I do give the developers a break for Cold War, because the game was made during a pandemic, but I still don't think it's anything great. The maps in Cold War are D Machine, Firebase Z, Outbreak, Mauer der Toten, and Forsaken. The actual gameplay mechanics of Cold War Zombies are good, but the maps are very bland, and it doesn't have the same type of detail put into it as Black Ops 1, Black Ops 2, and Black Ops 3 did. Moving into 2021, the worst Call of Duty Zombies experience ever came out, that being Vanguard Zombies. I don't even know where to begin with this game. The launch map was Durangfang, and it was the complete opposite of the zombies we know and love. Instead of the map being round-based, like all the other Zombies maps were, it was more objective-based and didn't feel like a Treyarch Zombies game. The entire COD Zombies community hated Vanguard, and it became a complete joke. Terra Maledicta would be the second map to be released in Vanguard, and it was just as disliked, if not more disliked than Durangfang. Recently though, Treyarch did release a new version of Shi no Numa for Vanguard, and this map is round-based. The reception from the community is a little bit better for this map, but that's not saying much considering Vanguard is the most despised Zombies game of all time. So, how can Zombies be revived exactly? Well, I think there are a few ways this can be done. The more unrealistic option is that COD Zombies gets its own standalone game, game where a lot more resources could be put into it instead of it being a side game mode in Call of Duty's main title. The other more realistic option is Zombies going back to Black Ops 2 and Black Ops 3's formula, where the perk system was familiar, turning on the power was usually just a switch, getting Pack-a-Punch wasn't a 30-minute process, and the maps were round-based. Now this doesn't necessarily mean I want basic maps, but I think there should be a balance so the casual experience and the diehard experiences are both great. I think the Rise and Drug did a great job of this in Black Ops 3 Zombies, with the map being simple for casual players by making Pack-a-Punch and power very obtainable, but the more serious Zombies fans could still enjoy the Rise and Drug by getting the upgraded bows, completing the Easter egg, and going for high rounds. Activision also needs to spend a lot more money and resources on Zombies, because I know for a fact if Call of Duty drops a good Zombies game, the community will be reignited instantly. Make sure to drop a comment down below on what your favorite Zombies map of all time is. As I said earlier, my favorite map is Shadows of Evil. I hope you enjoyed this video on the tragic death of Call of Duty Zombies, and I'll see you all next time.